Let's get started. Let's get started. A little bit of commentary. Gonna be a bit too quiet otherwise. I think that's pretty good. All right, let's get started. Marth Falco should be pretty fun. Actually, one more thing. Okay, it looks fine. Yeah, okay, so that's already a thing Mango likes a lot. This kind of laser is something Mango loves to do. He mainly does it because it beats dashback, and in this time and age, dash dance is such an important tool, especially from Marth's point of view, because his dash dance and range is like pretty absurd. So these kind of lasers is what you want to look out for from especially Mango, but actually good Falco players, period. And one way to beat this laser can be to go aggro before the laser comes out. So with Peach, for example, I might do a dash attack in Falco's face before the laser comes out. Or with Fox, I might throw out an early up smash, like run at him, up smash, for example. So yeah, pretty much the idea is to attack Falco before the laser comes out. If you're very confident with your power shields, that can be more fine, but the closer Falco are, the more tricky it is to get the power shield. So keep that in mind. Okay, yeah, there it happened actually. That was pretty cool. Those power shields, I feel like it's much harder to land because you don't really have time to react to the timing of the laser. You kind of more need to like guess or like play feeling experience. But that power shield laser was really good, and oh my god, that was funny. That's actually a bit surprised Mango fell for that, but that was a good call out. Okay. A lot of forward throws. I feel like Laffan would have been triggered so much at this point. I can understand the idea though, because up throw to platforms, slide offs and stuff are very tricky. Please Spacey start doing it. Or actually no, don't do it. We want to punish you guys to death, so don't do slide offs. Now, but seriously, slide offs is basically the concept of holding C stick down and then your control stick fully left or fully right. So you slide off the platform after an up air, for example. And Marth's up tilt you can actually tech, like hold down and tech once you up tilt. So I can understand the concept of doing tech chases here and working your way to an edge guard. Yeah, good shield. Stango realized that his fair was not going to connect, so he used buffered shield. A lot of times in melee, when you engage in a situation and you know that you can't possibly win this scenario, use buffer shield or holding down are two good things to do. So he gets the shield out. Yeah, this backer, not safe at all. Mango didn't get the spacing on this one at all. So he gets fair in the face. Good recognition. Not really a super big fan of top B. I feel like didn't really serve too much of a purpose. I guess you tried to clip him, but yeah. I probably either would have stalled or gone more for the stage. Like, obviously all of them can get countered, but I feel like the up B there was pretty desperate. Yeah. Here it is again. Mango, laser, and then if you laser the block, he can shine. Nothing you can do in between here. This laser shine, nothing you can do in between. So if Falco gets that laser, you just have to accept the fact that you can't punish him there. Oh, Down smash, covering both taking place and tech roll in. Oh, alright. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Mango a little bit eager with jumping once he's off stage. Oh, I love that. I love that. I want to see more Marth players use this. This fair, a lot of people would have gone for a second fair. But this upper is putting Mango in such a tricky spot. And we get a new grab. That's such a good conversion. And something we don't see Marth players use enough. A lot of people are like, how do you say, they believe that double fair is pretty much always the right solution, but fair upper in so many situations against fast fallers is actually like strictly superior. So that was a good conversion. I think that was a misclick. This Nair pretty interesting because shield drops getting more and more common. Nair is a multi-hit move, so Nair can be pretty good against shield drops. But Mango waited it out. Okay. Actually, it was no reason at all for Mango to shield there. That laser we talked about earlier, it's nothing Marth can do. If you get that laser on block, you have a free shine. So I'm actually not quite... Let me look again. I'm just like... It's not often you see... No. I actually don't understand it at all. That was just weird decision making from Mango. Okay, yeah, this time Stango actually goes for the grab. Maybe, probably because Mango went for the shield for actually no reason last time. So he probably thought he could get away with it again. But this is something Mango actually loves to do, with Falco especially. He goes in, or he sort of goes in, and he's doing a fake out with dashing back, and then the opponent commits with something, like let's say a grab or an option out of shield, and then he comes back in. This is super, super common for Mango to do. So he hits, goes back, and then comes back in. Wait. Wait, did they say matchup? No. No. Ooh, okay. Oh, good. Shine grab. Yeah, double jab. Yeah, that should be it. Yeah, in this scenario, when Falco is up here, yeah, always double jab. Either he do a regular side B and double jab beats that, or he's doing shorten, and you might whiff your first jab, but the second one won't whiff for sure against the shorten. So double jab here is like the objectively best answer. And then you have an easy edge guard afterwards, because the space you have to up B. Yeah, these ones are the ones we need to look out for. Here it is again. Mango shoots a laser, he goes back, Stango whiffs a move, and then Mango comes back in with a laser to cover the dash back. He barely misses the shine. But the concept from Mango here is really good, and something he utilized so much. So he lasers the block. If this one, okay, thank you. He lasers the block, he leaves the situation. Stango commits out of shield with a grab, and then Mango gets back right in. A little bit too late. Mango wanted to go a little bit earlier here, and also probably a tiny bit closer. But I still think this scenario is really good to go over. So we see Mango, he went in, but he pulled back right away. So it looks like he's going to be aggro, but it's actually a pretty defensive move. And then once you notice that Stango commits, that's when he comes back in. He shoots the laser, and Stango is on his way, dashing away. But as we talked about earlier, laser beats dash back. And Mango tries to get this shine. But he's barely out of range, as we're gonna see, yeah. So, the concept that Mango used here is really common from him, and something that Marth players need to look out for. How they act and when they act out of shield. And I would say Mango's Falco in particular is using the pretend I go in, but I don't, and then once you committed, then I go in. So it's kind of like Mango, how do you say? It looks like he's going all in, but he actually doesn't do anything at all. And then you go all in. And then when you failed, that's when he goes in. So it's like, he gave the impression of aggression, but it's actually not aggression at all. But the thing is, Falco in that scenario could go aggressive. And that's why a lot of people show their cards very early. So, a really good and important concept in this matchup. Over here, like here it's more fine to sort of attack where your opponent is. Stango doesn't have too much room to work with, so early aerials are more fine against that. It's, yeah, not much room here to work with for Stango. So that's why, more likely why we saw an aerial like this from Mango. If this was more center stage, I would have been surprised to see this aerial, at least often. But here, as we said, not really much room to work with. Like, Mango lands almost at the ledge here, so... Oh, that's a weird backer. Okay, a lot... Ooh. Yeah, there it was again. Very little room to work with, and Mango commits with aerial, and then boom, down smash. This could be it. Okay, yeah, he thought Stango was gonna go with the early up B, and he did go with quite a few early up Bs, so I can't blame him. Okay, if Falco uses laser to beat Dashback, running up F smash is a very common Marth way to deal with Dashback. We saw Ken use it a lot back in the day. We see Mewtwo use it a lot these days as well. We saw Stango use it here. So run up and just chase them extra far and do the F smash. It's actually a good way to deal with Dashback occasionally. You can't be too desperate with this, but if you throw it out once in a while, it will keep your opponent on his toes. So I like to see it once in a while. Oh, good. That's good. Yeah, okay, so when people come back with invincibility, a very common thing is to like dash dance very close to your opponent and try to make them whiff, so they hope you're going right, but you go left. Another thing is also to roll, and Mango go for 2 rolls there, and he got grabbed. So if you think your opponent is gonna roll, you shouldn't chase with an attack. Then you should just look for the roll, and you are invincible. So even if you're incorrect, then if they go for the roll, then you still get like punished safely. And if they don't go for it, well, you wasted your invincibility, but you don't get punished for it. Oh, that's a good fair. I like that. That should be it. Yeah, no, take the ledge. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, pretty good mileage from edge cards from Stango so far this set. Mango a little bit eager getting back to the stage, and he had to pay the price for it. And as we talked about earlier, we saw the concept of how laser is used against Dashback, and how Mango pretends to go in, but he doesn't. And then when he noticed that his opponent most likely will commit with a grab or something like that, then he goes back in. So fake aggression, I would call it. Alright, let's get started with match 2. Oh yeah. Laser Shine, unblock again. And there it is again. Okay, next time, here. But it's mainly when Mango is too far away to do Laser Shine, that's when he actually goes back. Yeah, I should have been more clear with that earlier. So when he does this laser and move back, that's only because he can't really get the shine. If he was closer here after the laser, he should have gone for the shine right away. But now the shine wasn't nearly close enough for him to land it. So instead, he goes back and he wants his opponent to whiff something out of shield, which Stango did, and then he comes back in. A little bit too late, but he still got pressure on block, and now Stango is also turned away from him. So, out of shield options, even worse, since he don't have access to shield grab here. Yeah, okay, that's good. I was gonna say, in this scenario here, never taking place of roll in, because every Falco on Earth always goes down with downer here, every time. It is literally like a million out of a million. Falco technically could short hop down air where Marth currently is, but I don't know why they're not using it. It's something I think is very underrated, but a lot of times people panic and roll in or taking place, so the Falco gets away with it down air. Oh, good power shield. Alright, Stango, I see you. Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, that was a little bit early with F smash. That actually could have paid off big time if the F smash was a tiny bit later. Okay, this up air, it's, in this scenario, it's so common for people to use their double jump. Double jump is something people waste very early normally. And we can see Mango is wasting his double jump here. It's a tricky scenario, so it's understandable why he do it. It's just important to remember that when people can use their double jump, they normally do. So it's important to not commit too early. So here, yeah, okay, you kind of have to guess. Is Mango going to drift to top platform, or is he going to drift to the right? It's normally one of the two. And Stango covers the top platform, but Mango goes to the right. The favorable thing here is that at least Stango have more, like he has more center stage now. But good players, I personally feel like, tend to go a little bit more often to the ledge since it's a harder situation to get out of, but it's more often also the option people don't cover. Yeah, there it was again. There it was again. So Mango, pretend to go in, go out of the situation, bait the grab, and comes back in. Oh, that was good, chasing the roll there. Almost paid off. Yeah, shield grabs shouldn't really work. Yeah. Yeah, Stango, I feel like you have a habit of doing a bit, yeah, okay, as I was about to say, a bit too many grabs, and these grabs don't really give you anything against a Falco of Mango's caliber. I did like that one though. That was actually sick. I actually recommend it for Falcons to use downer and then ledge cancel and grab the ledge against spacey side Bs in some scenarios. I like this one. Failed dashback? No UCF? This scenario is also pretty interesting, and I know Mango got a tiny bit further away. Oh fuck! Than what would have been perfect. What's wrong? Okay, so let's go back. Okay, Mango got a little bit further away here than what I would have liked. But since he did a rising aerial and landing behind, it's very common for Marth to wave dash out of shield. But if Falco would have been a bit closer, it's so common that people, the Falco or Axe with Pikachu, chase you after you do the wave dash. And you have them in your face right away again. So one thing that can be good is to jump out of shield and just attack right away. Okay, Mango didn't go in there, probably because he was too far, as we talked about. But imagine this scenario where Falco would have landed right next to Marth, but behind. Very common for Falco to go back in and attack. And to beat that, you need to fight fire with fire. But everyone wave dash out of the situation. Wave dash out of the situation was fine here, because Mango was too far away. He landed too far behind. So basically what I'm trying to say is, if your opponent, the Fox, Falco, Pikachu, lands barely behind you with an overshooting there, then wave dashing away from them is probably going to lead to them chasing you again. And most of the time, they should get you. So sometimes just waiting in the shield and then attack after their attack, or attack before their attack. Both of these options are normally fine, in my experience. Oh, that was really good. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. This is what I've actually waited for a bit. So in this scenario right here, so Stango shields the laser. Stango shields the laser. And as normally, Mango goes away. And what happens after Mango goes away? He wants to bait the shield grab here. And we've actually seen Stango go for like 5 shield grabs here. So the natural response for Mango to do here is to jump back in. But instead of grabbing, Stango is acting out of shield here. And boom, he gets an air. Perfect. That's the way to, like, that's a really good way to beat the laser dash back, come back in. More of these, more of these. Good F smash. Oh, okay. Yeah, much more likely for Mango to approach with aerials once you're by the ledge. That's also something we talked about earlier, but another example of it being used here. A bit early. Okay, I actually thought, okay. This kind of downer hit is actually underrated in Marth's punish game and can be used much more. But yeah, that should have been an up B, probably. It wouldn't have killed, but yeah, shield grabs doesn't work. Has to say that he got up B'd. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Okay. So in this scenario, in my experience, when you try to like dash dance and wait for like a roll and stuff, in those situations, Mango don't really like to go for rolls. He kind of likes to attack out of shield rather. You actually need to make him afraid to roll. And if you haven't made him afraid, he won't roll in these scenarios. He's much more likely to attack out of shield or something like it. Oh, that was an interesting up smash. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. Nair by the ledge. Yeah, same thing here. I feel like, yeah. This happens like 100 times. Laser, dash back, whiff the grab, go back in. And he tried again. Oh. Yeah, this is so important from our players. Ah. Something I actually don't see enough, but something I want to see from Marth players is when people are coming from above like this, short up upper out of shield is like secretly much better than people give it credit for. Like it probably doesn't sound like oh something like new or discovery, and it isn't really. It's just like an underused option. Uh, when Falco is coming from above, he's upper, upper. It's amazing. Interesting conversion. Uh, okay. I'll explain why I didn't really like this. Wait. Okay, so I like this part really good, but there, I feel like this fair was kind of unnecessary. Like, I feel like downer was possible here, or at least up B. Yeah, and that's fair. Especially that second fair, actually. Here, I feel like F smash. Anyway, shouldn't go over that too much. Yeah, not really much you can do there. Oh, that's good spacing. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, another important concept. Mango lands barely behind, and then laser. This laser is to cover wave dash out of shield. Maybe roll, but mainly wave dash out of shield. But you don't bite. You ended up shielding for too long, and now you're eating a lot of damage, Stango. But, I know it's risky, but in decent areas, I actually think rolling to the ledge sometimes can be fine. Because even if you get hit, you get the ledge after one hit, most likely. So sometimes I think that can be a decent mix-up. It's risky rolling to the ledge, but it's also the option people tend to cover the least. No comments. Yeah, no, I'm actually not really a fan of these up tilts. I know Mewtwo uses them a lot, but the pivot grabs is something that needs to be worked on. If you don't have perfect chain grabs, the punish game isn't like that amazing for Marth compared to Falco on this stage. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay. Oh, the early. That was almost. You saw the aerial now when you're closer to ledge, but this time you actually could have gotten him. It was really close. It was really close. I think you went for the right idea, but slightly mid-spaced. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, that's good. All right. Yeah, missing text against Mango is actually more painful than against most Falcos because he always recognizes the missed tech and down smash. I noticed that at Genesis 1 already. Every time I missed the tech, he did down smash right away. Okay, in this scenario, like when you edgeguard someone, a lot of time when you give the idea that you are gonna like start jumping, they start side being right away. So, okay, so what I want to say is that if you can make it look like you are gonna jump, but you don't, you often get them to side B. And one way to do this can be to like really rush to the ledge and give them the impression that you are gonna like go out, that you want to edgeguard them. And even if you do jump, then you throw out an early attack can also be really good. So it's kind of like giving them the idea that you are leaving the stage. Because if you do that, a very common response is a side B. Like in Melee, most people, they watch their opponent's character, right? And that also applies to when they are off stage often. So they're like, oh, is he gonna go off stage or stay on stage? And if you give the idea that you are gonna leave the stage, side B's much more common. And those air dodges from Mango is actually, him and Leffen, especially those two, they use them every time they can air dodge, they air dodge. And I don't blame them because it's very hard to punish them before they land on the ground. And even if you punish them after they land on the ground, they regain their jump. So, yeah. These air dodges, we're actually gonna take back the situation. So right here, always an air dodge from Mango and Leffen. More spaces should do this, but I feel like those two are the ones using it the most. Always air dodge. Always air dodge. No exception here. If they are forced to up B, if they don't air dodge, they will air dodge every time. And yeah, that was good. That was good. So over here, Mango predicts dash back, so he lasers, but you throw out an attack. So to beat players that rely on you dashing back a lot, you want to fight them. You want to fight fire before they fire. Like, if you're afraid of someone and dash away too much, and they expect that, the way to beat them is to go in. Ooh. Oh my god. That was okay, that was actually crazy. It's not a short up upper I talked about earlier, but it's a full up upper, and it literally served the same purpose. Upper to beat the Falco going high with down air, a perfect up tilt here, no jump, and he couldn't air dodge. Yeah, that was actually a perfect sequence. Laser shine. Yeah, that's also something we talked about earlier, right here. Stango notices that his move is not going to hit, and he buffers shield. So, yeah, buffer shield really good after you land, if you notice that your move is not going to land. Randall is there. Air dodge on. Almost. Right idea, but executed slightly wrong. I like the Nair, covers both sides. A lot of people will do like the fair, for example, but yeah, Nair covers both sides here, so that was good. You had to read on the jump. Yeah, this down tilt can be used when people smash DI from like the down air. The down tilt can be pretty good to like cover the smash DI away. Oh. Yeah, Mango's done side B off stage pretty much every time. Like, I don't even remember really seeing uppies. Unless he has been absolutely forced to because side B's isn't possible. Okay, that was an uncharacteristic recovery. Ooh. Wait, was it the same thing here? Yeah. Same thing here. Laser, dash back, come back in afterwards, and boom. Ooh. In these kind of scenarios, what I like to do is to hold C stick towards the ledge and then smash the control stick once towards the ledge as well. I do it against like Puff's Pound, for example, and it gets pretty high success ratio. It's probably more because I smashed the control stick than the C stick, but yeah, I'm just explaining how I do it. Yeah. Same thing here. Mango, more likely to approach with aerial if you're by the ledge. Approaching with aerial if you're by the ledge. Same thing there. Yeah, the rolls, Mango, as I said, he almost never falls for these rolls from shield. Wait, let's replay that scenario. Like, he rolls, tech rolls in, but these rolls, he never goes for them pretty much. I saw it once in these 4 matches, I think. And that should be a double dip. Okay. Good shield. Ah. No. That's a little bit too much to ask. Laser shine. Side B. Yeah, a lot of side Bs for Mango. Ooh. Yeah, these kind of F smashes, they can work because people, they want to DI in to the center against up airs normally. But I feel like this is a little bit too early. It's a little bit too early to go for it. It's still fine though. You got a good situation from it. Up air, I'll be honest, Stango, I haven't watched your matches enough to really tell. But I feel like your upper conversions could need a little bit of work. I feel like it's been quite many times this set when they haven't worked out the way they could. And I'm not sure if that's because that's one of your weaker part or if you just happen to play badly with this particular set. Like, I've seen Mango play much more, so I know what to expect, when and how. So if you personally know that this is something you normally land much better, then that's not something you need to take to heart. But if you even doubt slightly that this could be something you really need to work on, then you should. It's so important. Also, delaying up airs to get more aerials in a combo can be really important. Up till down. Okay, I thought it was going to do down air. Oh, alright. I like that. That's so important. That was like really needed. Yeah, classic. The back throw from Marth in this scenario can be really good. If they DI in, you have like a true hit. But yeah, Mango knows about it and DI's out. And this time, he most likely didn't expect it since he pummeled, so he had time. But yeah, that's what happens if you DI in. That's for Marth players why back throw can be good there. Not down throw, but back throw. I think that power shield actually sort of screwed you over. That's pretty unlucky. But yeah. Yep. Okay, this is something we talked about earlier, and now the perfect scenario for it came up. Mango lands barely behind you, and then he's chasing the wave dash, and boom, he's back in your face again. Now this scenario came up. I waited for this one to show up. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but Mango was too far away, so it wasn't really a good example. But it happens here. Barely land behind, everyone wave dash in, maybe roll in, and then the laser comes, and then boom. So once this nair happens, what you have to do is to attack right away or wait in shield and let him jump past you and chase him afterwards. One of the two. Wave dashing in never works. This has actually been something used for so many years, and it's actually incredibly bad. Everyone's success ratio. Myself as well. Like, my success ratio to stop that is way lower than it should be. And I feel like that's pretty much the case for everyone. But, yes, very important to keep in mind at least. And then aerials by the ledge. He never approached with laser by the ledge. He always approached with aerial pretty much. Oh, I like the slide off. It's such high percent, you still got the slide off. That was pretty cool. Alright. That was Stango versus Mango. But yeah, I feel like we went over quite a few things. Would like to see more from Stango as well. Haven't seen him play too much, even though we had played like twice in the past. Hopefully many more in the future. But yeah, I feel like we went over many concepts, not only from Falco and Marth, but also player specifics, mainly from Mango because I have played against him more, obviously. But yeah, I feel like we went over a lot of important things. So if you don't remember them all, go over all the contents, and obviously feel free to ask questions, and I will do my best to respond to them all.